Michael,
No,
you were clearly moved by that.
Well, I'd been with the family a long time, and, you know, I've been ill myself. I was on morphine for 7 months and in hospital. And to see a family with 2 children stricken with terrible illnesses, one of whom, the young son, may not live very long, and the way they handled it was very, very moving. And it came to me, you know, these things happen.
But you'll get over it, Michael. You'll be back to your old tough self, no doubt, in the rest of the series. Tell us about it, because I remember you in the past saying, you know, you're a bit cross about celebrity chefs. I mean, what do you make of celebrity chefs for a start?
Rubbish. All rubbish. They sit there with a little red squiggle that side of the plate, a little yellow squiggle that. What have they done? Nothing. Nothing. I can do that. Give me a little squiggle thing, I can do squiggles. But nothing to do with food.
But you're renowned for going into restaurants and absolutely castigating them if anything's wrong. What would possess anybody to invite you into their home?
Well, they implied in their thousands. It's wonderful. Good spirit. Because they like a bit of a laugh. It was good fun. After all, if I don't like the food, so what? It's not serious.
So tell us the premise of the thing. You
well,
turn
the
up at
premise
somebody's
is,
house.
well, the premise actually starts earlier. It starts where my life is contrasted with theirs. So we see them doing the shopping, me in very luxurious places, screaming at my assistants, and I slowly get nearer and nearer to the victim, as it were, or to the housewife. And the bit I love is walking the streets of the towns they live, and giving what I would call rather ungentle dialogue. You, come over here! You know?
Do they come?
Yes, yeah, wonderful. They all come, very robust to the English public. They can take me, believe me.
You've been rather unkind about the North, though. There's a
North?
man who lives in Holland Park. Now, as a Yorkshireman, what's the matter with the North?
No, I didn't. What I said was the food was terrible.
Oh.
I said the scenery was lovely, the people were lovely, so you're all right, Alan.
Fine.
But I said the food was terrible, and on the whole it is. And very expensive. It's more expensive than down here.
Really?
Oh, yes. You haven't been for a long time. You last saw the North about 73 years ago, didn't you?
About 73 days ago. However, so you move, so you get closer and closer. Then you move in.
I ring the doorbell.
Yeah, yeah.
Panic. And then, of course, we have the meal. But during the meal, I sneak out into a back room and I dictate into my tape recorder what I'm really thinking. And they are then invited down to London to the very lovely preserved Coronet Cinema. And we play them what I did in the back room, what I said about them. Now, that is quite amusing.
Now, is this
or
when...
not amusing, as the case may be.
Is this when a bottling out of not actually confronting
Oh, no,
them?
they're sitting in front of me.
And you're
They're sitting in front of me, not only the hostess, but the guests, the family. And I then say, well, now, what would you like to comment on that? And they start arguing. And often they start with one of these. The father says, well, you didn't do it like you normally do it, Fred. Because they all try to do something posher for me. They think I'm posh. I'm common as muck. You can't get anybody more common than me, Joe. And I don't like posh. I like simple, nice, clean food.
Did more of them turn out to be good or bad?
Bad.
So
I mean, not bad. That's unfair. Not good.
But what's wrong with British cooking, then? And why are you in any position to judge?
Oh, I'm an idiot. I'm not in a position to judge. I'm paid to judge, I judge. No, I've been a critic for 15 years of food. Anyone can judge a meal. Anyone in this audience, anyone watching is entitled to judge food, and they do all the time.
But what for you makes a good meal, then? Rule of thumb?
Good product, simple cooking, not try to be too clever, do the local dishes. You know, the trouble is, I went to these places, Lancashire. You heard of Lancashire?
It's over those big hills.
Yeah.
There's only one good thing came out of Lancashire.
Oh, yes, what?
The bus to Yorkshire. Yeah, no, it's no.
Well, but, you know, but they don't do Lancashire hot pot. They don't do the local things they do for the family every day, which they've perfected. They do it every day, practically. When I come, they think, oh, we'd better raise the level. We'd better do something different. Well, they're stretching themselves beyond the stretches they're capable of. But they're wonderful people. It's good fun, you know.
And it's darn sight easier than directing films, I should think, isn't it?
No, it's not.
Is it not?
No, of course it's
Harder
not.
than directing films?
Of course it is, because you're directing films, you're directing people who are used to show business, who are used to whatever goes on. And these people are very desperate, really, to get approval. And you can't give them all approval, otherwise what's the point of you being there?
Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Winner.